This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Mezco 112 Collective Mezco Direct Exclusive Far From Home Spider-Man. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see the Far From Home logo at the front, with the Mezco Direct Exclusive sticker on the top right. Turning the box around, we can see some really cool artwork of the Far From Home Spider-Man. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is Spider-Man out of the box. And man, I am stoked to add yet another MCU Spidey to the Mezco collection, as I have absolutely loved what Mezco has done with the previous Spidey figures, and this is one I have been super hyped to get. But before we take a closer look at the actual figure, I want to run down his accessories. So Spidey does come with a good amount of accessories. Starting off, we get 5 different web effect pieces, 4 interchangeable head sculpts, 8 interchangeable hands, and his glasses. And lastly, we also get a circular base stand with the Spider-Man face printed atop. We also get a clear articulated arm that articulates at 4 points with the clip. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Far From Home Spider-Man. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at the Far From Home Spider-Man. Now I am so happy with this one. Quick note, when I first got this figure in hand, I had opened it up and literally so kind of just posing around a little bit, moving stuff around, and I rotated this wrist and the wrist peg broke instantly, probably within 30 seconds of it removing it from the box. Luckily I contacted Mezco right away and they sent a replacement, so this is the replacement figure that I got for them, and I was so sad when this guy broke, but now I got a new one, and now I'm super happy to add this to the collection because I actually really love what Mezco has done with their Spider-Man movie figures. They are legit some of my favorite Mezco figures, so I can't wait for the Spider Monkey figure to come out. That's going to be awesome, so hopefully they do a lot more in the future. But anyways, this guy looks great. I love the sculpting of the cowl, the mask, because it is textured, so I think that's really cool too. But the suit all looks great. The black lining, the little spider logo on the chest, which is really nice. The bodysuit is very, very well done. You can see all the lining and things like that inside the actual bodysuit. I think look fantastic. I love that the fact that this is all red and black, you know, instead of your more traditional red and blue. So that's really cool. All the line work in there, all that's sculpted and not just painted, which is fantastic. The tread on the feet, that's pretty awesome too. You got the big white spider on the back. But you can see how the texturing of the suit, man, looks really, really good. I love the gloves here, how they're mostly black with little hints of red. You can see that inside the palm and all that. They did an incredible job with this guy. I think he looks super awesome. Again, just really stoked to add another Spider-Man figure to the collection. Okay, now let's talk his accessories. So you get all the hands you really need for a Spider-Man figure. You got some like open palm wall crawling hands. You got some flipping hands, you know, closed fisted hands for throwing punches. Pretty much anything you really, really need. We also do get 4 interchangeable heads. So the standard head looks really good. The eyes are more wide open. Now here's the thing. We do get another head with the eyes a little more closed, a little more squinted. That's really good too. I do like it. But then we do get completely another head where the eyes are even a little more squinted. So, you know, there's a subtle difference in those, but, you know, they all work for different types of, you know, looks you might be wanting to go for. But I still like the fact that they even gave us those, even with the slight differences. But we also do get a unmasked Peter Parker head, which I absolutely love that head sculpt. I think that is definitely one of Mezco's better face sculpts that's actually based on a human actor, you know what I mean? That's one of the better likenesses in my opinion. But what's also cool is that we actually get the glasses that was given to him by by Tony Stark. So I think that's really cool too, and you could pop those on there and it looks really, really good. So the head is just a standard ball peg, works really, really nice. You could take something like that Peter Parker head on there and that looks really good too, and just slide the glasses on like so, like that right there. And again, I think that looks really cool too. So I love the fact that we got that option for that. You know, I'm gonna put on one of the more squinted eye heads for the rest of this review, just like that. Okay, so we do get some web effects. You know, we do get this one right here with the bendy wire in it. We've seen that before with other Spider-Man figures. You can wrap that around another figure. Look, like he got tied up or something like that, so that's really cool. We got this single flipped web that's really cool too. So it has a little curve to it, a little bulky at the end. But I love the fact that they're done like this pearlescent white. That makes them look really cool and organic. I love that they do that. And they're pretty easy to switch out with all the web effects. You kind of have to just take off the hand and then like put them in the little cup of the wrist like so they fit in there like that, and then put them on the figure like so, and then you got a webbing effect like that. I think that's actually really cool. That's a really creative way they did that. I think that is definitely one of the better ways I've seen for any Spider-Man figure from any company to attach a web effect. So that works out really, really good. And it's hidden, it looks good, so I really dig that a lot. We also do get this one right here. That's more of a spread effect. Now, this is different from the one we've seen with other Spider-Man figures. This is an entirely new one, I believe. I don't think we've gotten this one before. I could be wrong, but it does spread out very nicely, and that's really cool, too. You can just attach it to the wrist right here at the little end, so that's really nice, too. We also do get, this is super dope. We get this, like, one you can put over someone's face when he whips someone's face, and he, like, I don't know if he suffocates them, but you know what I mean? He covers their face so they get blinded and stuff like that. I think that's super awesome. So let me see here. I have like a Marvel Legends Deadpool figure here. You could pop that on there and it looks like it got whipped in the face. You know, I think that's super dope, man. That is a fun accessory. I love that. And what's also really cool is that we get this big web effect like that. It's just a flat piece. You know, you could pose him on top of this, like almost like a stand if you want like a base. But or you could hang it from maybe a peg or something like that, or you know, a thumbtack if you want to put it on the wall. But this looks really cool too, man. Again, done that pearlescent white. You know, maybe use it as a background for him or something. I don't know, but that just looks super dope. I love this piece, and it's so big. Like, let's hold him up, and you can see, you know, how big it is compared to the actual figure itself. So that's really, really cool. Really loving that particular accessory. Then last week we do get the stand, which we've seen a lot before, but this little diamond has a Spider-Man logo, then the black and red with a webbing effect that looks like the Far From Home and the articulated arm. And I've always said I love the Mezco stands. They are my favorite action figure stands. So that about covers all the accessories. I love the new stuff that we're getting, the glass and things like that. It's all really, really cool. And yeah, man, I'm super happy to have this. Alright, now let's run down his articulation. So the head and the neck are on ball joints, so that rolls around very, very nicely. It does turn left and right, up about that far, down about that much. I wish it should go a little more, but it's not terrible. And pivot side to side, turn left and right, all that kind of stuff. Arms can go all the way up that far, down, up and out that much. There's a little bit of a butterfly joint in there, so that works out okay. Rotation at the bicep. We got double jointed elbows that were very nice. You know, he kind of scratched himself in the back of the head right there. Rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We get a double ball peg in the midsection right here, so that rolls around very nicely. That is butter, man. That feels very, very smooth. Does turn left and right, pivot side to side, and crunches back and forth. We're just back about that far, crunches forward about that much. I wish it should crunch a lot more than that, but it might bunch up the material. It might ruin that, so just be very careful. But I do wish it could bend over a little more just for some pictures and things like that, not for long-term posing, you know what I mean? We got hip joints that kick up and forward that far. That's actually really nice. Back about that much. Do the splits very, very nicely. It doesn't look like it's tearing the seam at all. Rotation in that upper thigh. Double jointed knees where he can kick himself in his own butt. That's really, really good. Nothing at the boot, but we got ball joints at the ankles. Rotate up and down, and a decent ankle rocker. That could be a little better, but it's still pretty good. So overall, I am actually really happy with this. Again, I was a little disappointed when this thing broke right out of the box for me. I was so hurt because I was like, oh man, I was really excited about this one, and it came in and snapped. But again, Mezco replaced it fairly quickly, so that really eased my worries, and they nailed it with this piece. You know what I mean? I think this is a great one. So if you can grab him, I think he's fantastic, because I think they do great movie Spider-Man figures, and in my opinion, he is definitely a must-get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and NECA Batman figures. Also for comparison, here he is sitting next to a 1000 Toys Dante and Lightning Collection Lord Draken. And for even more comparison, here he is sitting next to a Marvel Legends Far From Home Spidey. And for your Mezco comparison, here he is sitting next to all the other Mezco MCU figures from my collection. And just for fun, here he is standing next to little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Mezco 112 Collective Far From Home Spider-Man. Now overall, absolutely love this figure, as I have loved all the MCU Spideys that Mezco has done. Now, I was very disappointed when this figure broke only 30 seconds out of the box. That was really disappointing, but luckily Mezco sent a replacement, and I have heard that this figure does have QC issues around the board. So if you do have a good one, or you can get a replacement, then I think you will absolutely love this piece. The suit is super well done. I love the paint, and his accessories are so freaking cool. He has really good articulation, even though I think the ab crunch could be a little bit better, and especially the ankles. I think Spidey should be the most ultimate articulated figure that you could possibly get. But hey, you're working with soft goods, so I totally understand. But if you love Spidey and you love the movie like I do, then I think you will absolutely love this Mezco figure. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.